is Delisha, known as Kentucky Sass, and I've got the lovely Hand. We are here together for the first time in 15, 20 days. It's been a while. We are here together, and that is why we are late. We were just getting great on doing the every 2 weeks floss tubes, and then one of us had COVID-19. So we're going to call these the Covid Diaries. So I am the only one that most people know that have actually had it. I know everybody's heard about it, but most people don't know anyone who had it. And I'm just going to tell you, I thought I had a sinus infection, but because my 82-year-old mother lives with me, and because I work with the girls here at the bank, and one of the lovely girls here, Courtney, is pregnant, and she has some underlying health issues, so I just went and get tested, just, I don't know why, because I just wanted to make sure that everybody was good and I wasn't hurting anyone around me. So they rammed the Q-tip up my nose. It did not feel well. And then you have to go online and do all this happy crap, and that was the worst part because you already didn't feel good, and I could not get my daggone insurance in there to hold in my phone, and they couldn't load me in my test results or anything until after I was sure that they had my information online. So finally, with the much help of the girls at the urgent care in Eastgate, and I want to give them a shout out because I told them the other day, if I had to have COVID, I'm glad to go through it with you ladies because they were really, really nice to me and really good. So that was on a Thursday morning. I came to the bank. I didn't come in. I told Nikki. So what happened next is I go home and they have to fumigate the bank. Every employee inside this branch, so Angie, Courtney, Nikki, Janet, and Drew, all had to go be tested, and they fumigated the branch and wiped everything down. So thankfully none of them tested positive. And the bank got a really good cleaning, which it probably needed anyway. But then, I keep checking because what you do is you check online. They don't tell you anything. They don't call you. You just keep checking online. So Sunday morning, it came across that, yes, mine came back positive. So I contact my husband. He has to leave church, and we have a fairly large church, and it is, we do streamline videos. He does all the lighting, the videos, the sound, the whole technical stuff he does. So he has to leave. He is now sleeping on the floor in the living room. I'm isolated in my bedroom. If I come out to go to the bathroom, I have to wear a mask. Everybody in my house, and they don't even come close to me. Like my son stands at my bedroom door, opens it, and waves and asks me questions. So, that part was a little, Nikki, will you get me a cough drop for my purse? That part was a little bit bad, but none of my family had it. They never had any symptoms, nothing. So that's all I'm going to tell you about it for today, because this whole floss tube video is about stitching, not about COVID. But next week I'll tell you more about, me being alone and stuff. So, anyway, that's what happened. That's why we've not been on, because yes, I did test positive, and then we did take precautions and do everything we were supposed to after that. But that just to say that COVID not only affects the person that gets it, it affects a lot of other people. I mean, everybody in here had to be tested. The whole place had to be fumigated. My husband was affected. My son still hasn't gone back to work because I only tested positive yesterday morning. So this truly is the second day I've been back to work. Negative. See why I need the hand? I don't even know. I'm positive, I'm negative, I've been both. I've had both nostrils rammed crap of it. So, anyway, be kind, be a human, wear a mask. That's all I'm saying. I know it's a big ordeal for people, but if that's all God ever asked about you, come on, put a mask on. Help those around you. I wore a mask everywhere. My friend told somebody, she said, Delisha wore a mask more than DeWine, and she still got it. I could have had it worse had it not been for my mask. But that's all I'm going to say today. Okay, we had drawings from the last time we videoed. So, one lucky winner is Lynn Dorney. She won the floss bags. So, Lynn, if you can please send a message to me. You can email me, and I'll put my email and stuff at the bottom of the video. So you can either share it in the messages there on FlossTube, or you can privately email me, and I'll get those floss bags out to you. And then the Magic Hearth won the Happy Farm Girl. So congratulations to you two winners. Yay. You're all winners in my book, though. I don't really have a book, but I love y'all, and you're all winners. So the Magic Hearth, again, if you can just put your address and stuff in, I will get that right out to you, because I think you will enjoy stitching that, the Happy Farm Girl. So thank you all for entering. That's what we've got for our two winners. And if I put those back in the bag, it'll be bad. Now, I wanted to tell you a couple of things. Mainly, I'm going to go ahead and show you my finish. This is an FFO because I am in love with it. I hope you can all see it. Can they see that good, Nick? Okay. This was finished. This was stitched. This is Harvest Blessings. Nikki. We had a technical difficulty. Am I good yet? Okay. This is Harvest Blessings that I finished. I think I worked on this probably a year and a half. I love it. But I had in mind a finish, but I'm not, a real finisher. I might try a few little things, but something that I put this much time into, I really wanted it finished lovely. And in my mind, I always saw it finished round. So I sent this off to my friend, Faye Rigsby in North Carolina. I don't know if she read my mind. I don't know. This is just gorgeous. I mean, I am just so in love with this piece. So if you have anything, if you need anything finished, Faye Rigsby, North Carolina, and I will, here's Faye's card, and she is fayrigsby@gmail.com, but I'll put her phone number and everything below. So she did an excellent job, and I have to tell you, this came back to me so quickly. Like, I couldn't believe how quick she turned this around. And it was just like our minds melded. I felt like it was a Spock moment. So I love that. And I want to show you, I have been working on some things. Now, I was really tired when I had the COVID, so it's not like I could just sit and stitch. I just couldn't. I had a headache and I was just really tired. So I could not stitch a lot. But what I did is I need to get some more ink. But this is a TUL planner, which I've shown you before. And I got this from Kia B, Keabee. Her and her husband have a floss tube. Check her out. She's wonderful. But you can see I did get some of these done. I worked on Primrose, and that is a Stacy Nash, one of the animals that you can sit up. I love that. And then Harvest Blessings I had finished. And I'm working mainly on At First Cock's Crow, which I love. So those are the things I mainly worked on. I did not really work on With Thy Needle and Thread Home for Christmas. But what I'm going to do, and this is what I've got from Kia, the TUL thing that I'm using, but I am a visual person. So if I've got a basket of whips, they're just going to sit there. But if I have it set up like this, and I can just look through here and see what I have printed, I know what's in those baskets, and it's just a little more organized for me. So this is something that you guys may want to try. So I got this section of my whips. What I also have, because I know PDFs are a big thing now, so I am printing, when I get my PDFs, I'm printing them off and putting them in here as well. So I've got a section for the PDFs that I've printed. I've got my whips. And then the other thing that I'm going to put in here is I'm working on, it's blank right now, but I'm working on 2 giveaways, which I have been stitching, but I can't bring them in and show them to you until I give them away. And one is for the Whistle Stop group. Actually, both of them are. One is for our, we are not going to Whistle Stop because of COVID, but we are going to do a girls' weekend at Lisa's house. She has a big house, and we can all sleep there and stay socially distanced and everything. So, and it's in Ohio. So we're not going to be miles and miles away. But we are going to do that this year. So one of them is for my white elephant exchange that we'll do for that. And the next one is for my Christmas prize for the person whose name I drew. And I've got to tell you, I love both of these things. And I can't wait to get them finished. I can't wait for you to get to see them. But I'm going to keep, because what happens to me is I'll give things away and then I'll forget that I stitched something. So at the end of the year, I may have exchanged, 3 to 5 pieces that I don't give myself credit for even finishing. So I'm going to keep, a section of that just to show what I've worked on for giveaways. So there's that. Then, this is a sad thing. My friend Katie, and you all know her, she's part of the Crockpot crew, and she's just wonderful. Actually, she probably is the smartest human other than my husband. He's really smart too. But Katie, she's an engineer. She is just brilliant. I mean, and I say that lovingly because she just knows so much. I mean, every time I'm with Katie, I learn things. But Katie's mother was diagnosed with cancer about a year ago when we went to Whistle Stop. And unfortunately, she passed away recently. And it's just really, losing your mother, that's very hard. And Katie also has a brother that has some health issues. And she's just a lovely girl, and it's just really hard. So what Katie did, she said that we could each stitch a piece to honor her mother, which I think is beautiful. And this year we are only working on our whips. That's why, she is thrown in like the 2 starts that I have for the exchanges. But mainly we're just working on our works in progress. So after Katie's mother passed, we each got and chose a pattern that would honor Katie's mother. And what I chose is Blackbird Jubilee. Now, this is by Blackbird. It's Summer Jubilee. And I saw this and I just fell in love with it. And I couldn't find it anywhere. Now, this is out of a magazine that was, I can't remember the year of the magazine. But anyway, I couldn't find it anywhere, but it was in a magazine. And my lovely friend, Jan Calvert, who is also a finisher and just does, actually, Jan has finished everything I've ever stitched except for this piece. And Jan's sister, Ellen Sharp, who lives in Ashland, Kentucky, and as you all know, I love Kentucky. So Ellen had this. I sent out a plea for anyone who happened to have this magazine. And Ellen had it and sent it to me. So I will be doing Summer Jubilee on, this is Gunmetal, Weeks Dye Works 32. And I love this. And then look at this floss. I mean, I'm in love. And this is something I'm going to keep and I'm going to have framed and hang in my home. I'm just in love with this. So again, this is Summer Jubilee by Blackbird. And I have found out that I just am in love with Blackbird. I think somebody asked what my 3 favorite designers were right now, and Blackbird, I think, is probably number 1 because I'm stitching a lot of Blackbird lately. So that is that. Now, I want to tell you just a couple of things. Because of COVID, a lot of smaller businesses are closing, which just really breaks my heart. But one of those small businesses is called Mountain Creek Quilt Shop. Now, they are close to Whistle Stop, Tennessee. So what they're doing now is, even though they're closing, you can still support them by going online and subscribing. Again, Mountain Creek Quilt Shop. They are going to offer possibly some virtual classes. They're going to do some retreats. They will have some sew-ins. So if you can support a small shop, and even though they have closed their doors, they're still open. So please try to check them out, subscribe, support them any way you can. Remember your local LNSs, because this is a hard time. I mean, I am lucky that I have keepsakes. And keepsakes, what they'll do, I can order, and Stephanie and Barbara and Lenny and Susan they are wonderful stitchers. They're great people, and they know my mind probably better than I do, which is really scary for those 4 individuals. But I can just call them and say, actually, I just did this the other night. I said, Stephanie, can you please pick this up for me? It's the way to a friend's house. It's a sampler I want to start, and I had seen it on a floss tuber. So I called Stephanie, can you please get this for me? And she's getting it for me. So if you have a local LNS, please support them. If you don't have one, you can call Keepsakes. They are wonderful. They will work and help you and get what you need. I know they're doing a mailing business. They will even put it in a bag and leave it on their front porch. They allow so many people in at a time. Everybody is in mask, but definitely it's not what we're used to. But try to support as much as you can your local businesses, please. Now, I have watched some floss tubers because I was able to do that laying in bed. And I have to tell you, there is one girl that I am so in love with. Her name is Niecy Lynn. Anybody that uses 2 names, come on. That's my girl. She is wonderful. If you check her out, and it's Niecy, Niecielynn on FlossTube. She is just, I think we could be related. I mean, I am in love with this girl. We would have so much fun together. I think God must place people in different areas of the world, because if you're too close, you'd have too much fun and get in too much trouble. But anyway, check out Niecy Lynn. She is wonderful. So she's one I'm really high on right now. Actually, Summer Jubilee, I saw on Niecy Lynn's channel, and I loved it right away. She's a really good stitcher, and just a really funny, it's enjoyable to watch her. She's just really fun. You will love her. And then the other one is Kia B. I have gotten so much from watching Kia. She's an avid quilter and a really wonderful cross stitcher, but I learn every time I watch her. I learn from her, like my organization thing that I'm doing. I just got a new pattern from her, watching her. So, support your floss tubers and your local needle workshops. I will talk more about COVID the next time we get together. I didn't bring anything with me today to do a giveaway, but I will next time, and we will have another giveaway. I would say please stay safe. Do your part for mankind. Just be decent humans. And I would say stay stitchy, my friends.